This is Lady Shaw. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new, thank you for coming. Love to have you. I ramble about my planners and I record it. So if you are interested in different kinds of planners, I have a lot of them. And I use a lot of different kits in them as well. So hopefully you'll like what you see and give me a like and subscribe and leave a comment about what your favorite planner is. And I have a question too that I will be putting to everybody when I get to this, which actually I think I'm going to start with. Actually, this is the one I usually use. So I had a thought just now. So I don't know what to do about that part yet, but I had a thought that I'm obviously not going to worry about the weeks I didn't do. So we are here. Well, this is last week. I think I'll probably go ahead and do last week's, but I'm going to do this week's first. So my question is, I figured out what to use 2 of these 3 for. I don't know what to use for this one. Now I guess if I do food, because I didn't have room for that in my wellness, that's not a bad idea. These are things I have printed out, various kits. So I'm going to say, since I use kits, I'm trying to decide what to do and where. I think I have since stopped using my Hobonichi weeks, so that is going to go in with the rest of the March stuff to be used at a later date. I have used this one. I have a lot of problems with these. They're pretty. They did not. If you have a silhouette, you probably have better luck. I had terrible luck with the card cut. Leave it there. Did not work very well at all. Okay, so we have this one too. And we have, I was using, here's another new one I printed out. Okay. I think there's this one. Or is this still just part of that one? Spring Meadow. Is that two? That's one. I had been using, journaling ones in the, seems like it should not be a Hobonichi. This is actually a Hobonichi cup. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I've been using journaling ones. In my Arthur Olive, and I'm not using those anymore. So, but I have these printed. I think I might. That's got to be for Hobonichi. Alright, I think I might actually use these in here. And save these into this. I'm not going to do last week. I'm just going to I'm going to see how this works. Because they're more. I don't necessarily need boxes. I just need up and above. Maybe. No? I don't see it working. Maybe it'll work. I just need to think about that. Let's use one of these. Of the three, this is the most usable. It's going to require less modifications. But these, like, I'll tell you. I don't think, oh, did they? Or did I do that? I think I did that because it's all crooked. Otherwise, these would have been one solid block. I think I did. I did that on this. I did not do it on this. See, it's one solid block that I will have to cut out. I'm gonna do. I'll put this one in the. Okay. So I have 3 kits, 2 journaling kits, and I have 2 weeks left in each for May. The traditional kits are better in here. Why don't I do the 2 traditional kits in here? And that means I will do that come from the same place. And then I'll use this in here, and then I'll use one of those. I'll just make something up. I'll just do it, based on yeah, maybe I won't do this one in here. It'll work. Stuff out of here. This is my daily Bluesky pocket, as you'll probably see in the one I'm uploading currently. So, I think these should be perfect to fit right here. I had momentarily like, oh no, there's no big banner one. I'm like, these are big enough that they'll just fit. And they are. Big enough to just fit. Hope everybody had a good weekend and a good start to the week. My biologic appointment got pushed back, so I didn't have anywhere to go today, except I had to pick my kid up from work. Tomorrow is going to be busy, though. PT, among other things. I'm getting my butt kicked. And then I also have various other things. Okay, that's cute. I like it. Let's put you down here. So yeah, I guess maybe I can keep this as food. Right? So, finance, social, food. The 3 things that I do not have a place for. Well, I kind of did have social media in its own separate but I realized it's really not working very well. I don't reach for it. It's only a few things a week. And I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. And then this way I don't have to buy a week's kits. And then an extra row in here that I don't need, so might as well move it. Okay. So yeah, things are actually working with this. It printed out perfectly. Go figure. This is very obviously, I hope it, Happy Planner kit versus an Aaron Condren kit. Which I am fine with that because it's obviously a Happy Planner. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend. We didn't do much of anything. Just kind of relaxed. I did have to go pick up my kid at 10:30 from a sleepover that he decided he did not want to be at anymore. Okay. So there are only two, and I just do only two instead of three of these, kind of. Maybe I'll use this other one with that, since I know those are not cut right. Can make use of it there. Extra glitter headers are not necessarily a bad thing, especially when they're cut right. Better use these. Oh well. All right, let's decide what to do here. There's only three of these, I think. Really? This is social media. Maybe we'll put social media at the bottom. They don't necessarily need anything every day. Or I can just do this. Oh, thank you. Cute. I like it. Okay, so we have these three here, so let's put. Alright. This way up here. Uh, layer these kind of like this. So I have Water. And cool. One here that is grass. Alright. As I said, this one is not um heavy on the decorating. Because it is more about having space to write. And if I come across anything that I need, like a box or something, I can probably do that, but oh, come on, get over there. There we go. Worked. Alright. I don't know what to do over here though. The blank. Until I start writing in it though, I don't really know of anything to put into any of these. Maybe do something like this. That. So that it all together it looks like this. Yeah, I can live with that. Cool. Now I'm gonna just write in the numbers because I don't want to use a whole set of numbers for like I shouldn't have put this up here. My children are yelling at each other again. Well, bickering loudly, I guess. Would be the correct. Nope, that's not gonna come up good. Never mind. Alright. Alright, moving on. Magenta. Being trying to be efficient tonight. Alright, so this is you've never seen a Momagenda, and I say this every week. It is an 18-month 9x7. They have a mini one. Monthly and weekly. I use the this part for kind of future planning. No, I'm kind of tired of it. And I just play in that because I love doing this, like with all the different bits. And I don't know if anyone much. I don't know if there's many people doing Momagenda. So, and I kind of want the full book. Not gonna lie, I want the full book. Now, I think I'm gonna use think not. Pretty sure June is going to be mostly either strawberries or Santorini blue and white and yellow. One's going to go in here, one's going to go in HP. I already have the kits. So since these are shorter, I'm going to put it in the exact same way they have it here. I'm going to put this one on the bottom. See how that's because I had to, the reason it's all crooked like that is because I had to go in and fix it. And it is not all that easy to use the restore thing in Cricut Design. Partially because they still haven't, for some reason, they have not given us a square tool. They only have a round tool, which could be quite inconvenient when you're talking about like corners. Okay, they fix everything here. Oh yeah, it was interesting. I don't think I'm going to go be buying from this Etsy shop. Not to say that they're not pretty. And if you're like gonna fussy cut it, or you had a silhouette, because apparently that's what the shop owner has, is a silhouette. And I'm sure they cut up fine there. They do not cut up fine on a Cricut, and so be forewarned. Alright. It looks cute though. I'll give it that. Yeah, this is a solid black that I'm going to need to I'm just gonna put this one up here. Because here's that whole thing. And I'm gonna use these. So basically I'm just gonna it's quicker and probably straighter for me to cut like this than it is for me to use the tool in Cricut Design. These here in a line. I like this. One reason I like this one, I like this little house guy. This house. I've been really into like cute little houses and stuff in terms of what I like want to buy and what kit, but I haven't really used many of them. So I need to find a way to use more of those kind of things. Which one of my goals is now to use more stickers, more of my pens. I'm canceling at least part of the Cocoa Daisy. I think I just need to start using what I got and be creative about it. And that uses up that whole piece of paper. Huzzah. Alright, so when I said these are not cut, yeah, I mean it. It's it's like one solid block. So I think I'm going to kind of, I think the colors are close. Close enough. This is one of them. Instead of like this one. I think that's fine. So it cut. Let's hit it with my elbow again, and it cut out this whole last part, which honestly is good because it took me forever to do these wacky looking ropes because I had to hand cut it. Then they wouldn't come off, and it took forever. I'm not necessarily happy about this one. It is what it is, and it almost like goes in a. Try again. Try to cut straighter next week, but yeah, it got cut off. I like this one better. I think this one turned out much nicer. I was telling you that I needed to try to write nice neater. I can write neat if I try, but most of the time I end up getting busy and in a hurry, and then I write bad. So just something I'm gonna have to keep trying to work on. So those look nice. I just lowest grade I ever got was handwriting in third grade. It was a C. Oh, I should probably read in the dates. So this is for this week. This is the 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23. And I'm just going to put it 24 and 25. Oh, I'm going to see you in the next one. I was saying thank you for 65. I am going to use um, wherever the. I'm going to use these in here. It's almost time for bed, and I'm just going to wrap up what I'm saying and then close this out. I'd like to get so that my next goal will be 70, and that'll be for June. But if I can get there before June, I would be even happier. Then I can make June's goal 75 or even 80. I'd love to hit 100 by the end of the year. I think that would be great. And I'd be proud of myself if I did that. Yeah, I'm clicking there now. Well, there should be a weekend there that I didn't find. Where did the weekend one go? I meant in this. Not that. But no. That's not what I meant either. Oh well, I'll find it later. There it is. Duh. I'm still a week away from that. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Apparently didn't use the one last week either. At least I did better last week, about the cutting. It's nowhere near as bad as this week's. All right. Well, I'm wrapping it up for good this time, I believe. I'm not sure if I'll be back. I will definitely film the setup of April in the Common Planner, the A5 Common Planner, but I'm not necessarily going to film. I don't think I'll film the catch up. We'll see. Get this out really carefully. Well, because that happens. Hard to get out. But I'm doing better than I have before. Because that's the secret. Gonna pick them all up, each by one, and then not like lift. Alright, come on. We. That's up too high. You know. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna stop there. See you in the next one. Bye.